It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see a couple of teams who joined the league in 1950. It's the Niners and the Browns, and it comes your way next.
Let's go. Along the shores of Lake Erie, the dog already in full roar. We welcome you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland. The rain started earlier today. It hasn't let up much. It is going to be a wet one. Glad you're with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Nice and dry here in the booth, but Greg, you've been down on the field and played in one of these sloppy, wet, rainy games. What is it like?
Well, it depends what position you play. For the offensive defensive linemen, they love it. It's a little bit slower. The defense is a little bit slower to react to the ball. A lot more runs, less pass protection. So for them, they're thrilled. But for anybody who has to handle the ball on either side, offense or defense, this is a nightmare. You're stressing about what gloves, no gloves. Do I sometimes wear gloves? The quarterback, towel. There is a lot of conversations going on with the equipment guys in the locker room. Rain games for skill players are the worst.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing right away on the game's first play. It's caught. That's Deontay Johnson. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the ground, it's the rookie who played in-state over in Columbus. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. From out of the gun, he'll throw. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Look it up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. They're led out by the last pick in the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
We had a chance to see him out on the field early in pregame, and I thought he looked really sharp. I thought he looked focused. We had a chance to talk to him earlier in the week, and he's excited for this opportunity today. He thinks he's got a chance to lead this offense and have a lot of success, and ultimately the #1 goal is to come out with a victory.
Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. That's caught, Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That's taken in by Jennings.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Browns offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's give credit to that pass rush for making their presence felt, and although it didn't result in a sack, it's the disruption of the timing that's just enough to force that incompletion.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This is brought in downfield by Judy. That one good for 26 yards.
Mike, you know what we used to call those plays? No, 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 yes. Because that's exactly what was going through the mind of the coach on the sideline when the quarterback decided to throw that ball into really tight coverage.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. Now, faking the give. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Deontay Johnson, the intended target there. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. This throw left is complete with Judy. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
He's going to have a Browns 1st down. That'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
What that play call tells me is that play caller made up his mind. We're on 3rd and inches. If we don't get it, we're going for it on 4th down. So he really treated that 3rd down like 2nd down. They work the outside part of the field, simple pitch and catch. It's a nice pickup.
Quick throw taken in by Judy.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon, and frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again.
They'll run on 2nd down, and the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the 1st down.
5 yards from the house. They've got it first and goal. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on time. Now it is first and goal. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. Back to the ground after the penalty. And a nice run. It's down to the 5-yard line. Here now, second down and goal. They'll look to throw. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. And I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
Throwing here on third and goal. To the goal line and in. David Njoku. Touchdown, Browns.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Dustin Hopkins now to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Browns will take a 7-0 lead. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The 49ers offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for first and 10. First and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one. They'll come to the line now on second and 2. They'll run the toss with McCaffrey. And he'll get this to about the 36-yard line. That's Greg Newsome in to make the stop. They'll look to pick this up, third and a yard. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up fourth down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up fourth down.
Here's Mitch Wisnowski now. And he's on to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. The Browns offense ready to get back to work. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
They'll run. This is Jerome Ford. And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. Jair Brown on the tackle. Third and 6. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Here's Corey Bojorquez now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. The 49ers offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Purdy works out of the pistol. Now he'll run it. And Purdy going to smartly hit the deck here as he's able to pick up the 1st down in the process.
Well, Mike, this is not somebody that you're usually afraid of beating you with his legs, but every now and then he can do just enough to extend the play. That's exactly what he did here. Picks up enough yardage, converts the 1st down.
Purdy on 1st down. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick 6.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. Now Hopkins on to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Browns will extend their 1st quarter lead. It's now 14-0. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. The linebacker Jerome Baker there to make the play. Second down and 8. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. So Kittle comes in motion. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
You know what they say about Murphy's Law, Mike? Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. He's had a pick 6 earlier in the game. Now he takes a sack. Fortunate for him, there's a lot of football to be played, but this has been a disastrous start.
On counter now, as he is on to punt it away for San Francisco. And no return on this one. Fair catch signaled for and taken. The Browns offense headed back to take over once more. They've raced out to a 14-0 lead. They've done nothing wrong so far. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended target, and it'll bring up 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. So after 1, it's the Browns with the advantage. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. Here's the punter now. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. The Niners offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
Purdy now on 2nd down. That is caught downfield by Pearsall. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
Purdy now, he'll throw on 1st down. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. They'll run here with McCaffrey. He'll get this across midfield to about the 49. Jeremiah Wusu-Koromoa in on the stop. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Purdy. He's got his tight end, Kittle. He is in. George Kittle. Touchdown, San Francisco. What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play. Greg, you know what that's like. Tight end touchdown.
Mike, so often the tight ends are considered to be the possession guys, right? They're the guy you throw it to when you need an easy catch, you need a reliable target. But not this guy. He is a downfield weapon, and he just showed you right there what he's capable of.
Now Jake Moody for the extra point. No problem with the footing. The kick is good. And the 49ers are on the board. It's now 14-7. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. On the return, it's Jerome Ford. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Browns offense getting set to get back to work. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. This drive will start on the ground, and that'll go for a gain of about 4. Jair Brown on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
3rd down, 3 to go. Back to throw. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. The Niners offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. A run here with McCaffrey. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now Purdy. That's over the middle to Kittle.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll give to McCaffrey on the option. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
The 49ers out to punt this one, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's going to be intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception, but boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
49ers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start with the football already in the red zone. Big opportunity here on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. That is caught.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
They'll try to run this one in. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Purdy. It is brought in the end zone. Jennings. Touchdown, 49ers. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
Moody now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the 49ers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. DeAndre Carter on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with 1st down. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll begin here on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Nick Bosa, the former All-Pro, in there for the sack.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. And he's out of bounds inside the 30. It is a big play for the Browns. And even 50 yards.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with him and take that play away.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From out of the gun, he'll throw. He finds Judy on that one. Now they are in business, inside the 15-yard line.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is 1st down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early 1st down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
They'll look to throw yet again. He's got it at the 3. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. No handoff. He'll keep it himself. And he will do it himself. He's in. Touchdown, Cleveland. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. The ability for the quarterback to run with it. Greg, great choice there as he gets in the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, what makes the zone read so effective down near the goal line is it forces the defense to account for an extra player. In this case, it's the quarterback. And when he sees that end crash, he pulls it, and he's able to take it in himself.
Hopkins now to tack on the extra point. He's got it. And the Browns have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. A short one taken at the 10. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Niners offense ready to take over once more. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. And they'll begin 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack, and it's clear why.
They motion the slot man left. On 1st and 10, Purdy. And that one incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
A 2nd down throw here for Purdy. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll have more from Cleveland after this. 3rd and a yard. Slot receiver headed right. Needing a yard, they throw with Purdy. That's caught. Left side. It's complete.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that 1st down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
Again in the air for Purdy. Open man is Jennings. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. So Kittle comes in motion. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. They get 24 on that one. 1st down, 49ers.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
This throw left side caught by Kittle. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal. Very nearly a touchdown. He's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. A 1st down on a gain of 11. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal. Purdy going to put it up again. That one taken in. Jennings. Touchdown, San Francisco. His 2nd touchdown of this first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
On is Moody to add the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Carter on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. This one tight throughout, all level at 21 as they'll search for a go-ahead score. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Offensive line did their part, but the rush finally gets home and brings them down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
He'll drop to throw. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. Here's their punter now, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. This fielded inside the 35. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. So we reach halftime in what was a very compelling first half of play. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports studios and our halftime report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Coach, thank you, and the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Moving the tight end right. Now it's McCaffrey. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
1st and 10. Purdy. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
On 2nd down, Purdy. That's taken in by Jennings. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's going to take this all the way home. Touchdown, 49ers. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him. And that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Moody now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the 49ers go up by 7, 28-21. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Here comes Ford on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Browns offense back onto the field for their next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
So the receiver does everything right except for the most important part. He runs a nice route. He creates great separation downfield. But now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man complete to Johnson. And he will go all the way. Deontay Johnson. Touchdown, Browns.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field. And after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Now Hopkins on to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Browns have come back to level things. It's 28 all. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense ready for this next possession. Both these offenses have been in form. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All tied here in this third quarter, and it's 1st and 10. So Kittle comes in motion. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On the handoff, McCaffrey. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. Purdy works out of the pistol. He's got his man, completes a Pearsall. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Mike, it just seems like certain games each week just align for matchups like we're seeing today. Just two quarterbacks trading blow for blow, putting on a show for their respective teams. Let's see if he can finish this drive off with another touchdown following that big play.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Shotgun snap to Purdy. That'll be taken in. It's DeMarcus Robinson. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. A tight end in motion now. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
On fourth down, it's Jake Moody time for the Niners. This will be a 41-yard attempt. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the 49ers will take the lead here in the third quarter.
Job number one on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike, but 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
Moody comes back on the field after making the field goal. He's set to kick off. Here comes Ford on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Browns offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this out to his running back. He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now a give on the ground, and he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. Back to throw. It's made right side. It's Johnson. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Everyone always assumes that you only want to run drag routes or crossing routes just underneath like mesh concepts against man coverage, but so often they're equally as effective against the zone. All it takes is one of those underneath man defenders to latch on to the wrong route, and all of a sudden there is a lot of room, not only for the completion, but for yards after the catch.
Not much. 2nd and long coming up. They'll stick with him again. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
A couple of 1st downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8. The motion man is Johnson. They run on the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
When you come across on a jet sweep, Mike, you're hoping once you get the ball, all you see is green grass and open space. Well, in this case, he had a lot of unhappy defenders waiting for him, and they're able to put him down behind the line.
Here's a 3rd and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw, and he'll let it go deep for Johnson. That one is batted away, incomplete. No separation that time, tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The 49ers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Purdy gonna give this to Garendo. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Here's Purdy. And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
Now a handoff running right. Lots of space past the 45. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets to the Browns' 35. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 31 yards.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs to kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL. on EA Sports. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. He'll look to throw. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Blitz coming, he'll throw it, and that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
His kick is good. He got it. That evens the score here in the 4th quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. This game level following the made field goal. So they need to put something together here. It begins with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
On the ground, it's McCaffrey. And that'll give him a 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3. From the gun, it's Purdy. He's going to run it. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
A quarterback who can extend the play with his legs, Mike, is just such a key element to today's modern offenses. You can see there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, but he decides to turn into a runner, picks up a great gain, and ultimately a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Purdy. That's complete to Pearsall. Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. Finding his tight end, Farrell. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike, this is one of those times where you really see the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not the days of just go past the 1st down, turn around, catch it, and fall. We see so many guys around the league that with the ball in their hand, they're almost more running back than they are tight end.
First and 10 now from the 36. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's Purdy again. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
You get so caught up defending all of these weapons all over the field, and it's sometimes really easy to forget about the back. And in this case, the quarterback does a nice job just dropping the ball off in his check down, and he lets him do the rest.
Throwing again is Purdy. That's out quickly, and it is caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up first and second down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count on blocking everybody.
And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he will score again. Jennings. Touchdown, San Francisco. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
On is Moody to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the 49ers will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Now an opening past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Browns offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. First and 10. He'll start this drive by keeping it himself. And they'll have it across midfield down 46-yard line.
So, Mike, at the core of a successful zone read play is that the quarterback understands which defender is he responsible for. That is the defender they're trying to put in a bind. In this case, he chooses the runner, the quarterback pulls the ball, and he's able to take off for a big gain.
He's going to keep this again. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short gain.
Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. His throw left is complete with Judy. 11 yards on the pass there. First down, Cleveland.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Up the middle they go. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He'll drop to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. Second and goal. On the ground, this is Ford. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line. Two plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
So here we go. Could be the play that ends up deciding this one. 4th down and goal. And he'll take it on in. David Njoku. Touchdown, Cleveland. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Niners offense ready to get back at it. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive that starts with 1st down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. That's into the hands of the fullback. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, fourth quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame them.
They'll roll out here with Purdy. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to McCaffrey. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. 2nd down, 8 for the 1st down. Now McCaffrey. And he'll get this close to a 1st down. Gets about 7, maybe a yard short of the 1st down. The dog pound, as usual, doing their part. This is 3rd down. On the run, McCaffrey. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. So, Jake Moody on in this big situation. This to grab a late lead. This kick is good. They move out front and take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
So they lead by 3 here in this 4th quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Browns offense and their running back set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Here's 1st down. They'll drop to throw. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
1st down throw there is incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their 2nd. And they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Gonna need a big play now. 3rd down and long. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Oh, and a crusher there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
And what a stop by this defense. They know the opposing offense has to go for it right now. There's not enough time for them to get the ball back and get another crack at it. They're trying to get in field goal range, and what a 4th down stop to all but end this game.
The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now, and they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ballgame. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.